I think that it's very common for people to do everything that they do as if it's a means to an end, and that end being happiness. Now, everything being a means to happiness is a subconscious or an unconscious feeling. Like I'm going to be talking about like driving to the store. So I'm not saying that you drive to the store as if once you get to the store you're going to be happy consciously. I'm not saying that you consciously think this, but subconsciously or unconsciously you do. And you do almost everything with this intention, that at the end of every activity, then happiness is going to arise. Or at least the end of work, or the end of being tired, or the end of the labor. So everything that you do is supposed to make you arrive at happiness. So what does that mean about the right now? The while you're doing whatever activity it is. While you're driving to the store, while you're washing the dishes, while you're doing a task at work. It means that as you're doing these activities, you're not happy. So you're almost sacrificing the present moment's happiness in hopes that once you do finish the activity that you'll be happy. And what do we know about once you finish the activity? You're not happy. When you feel like all I gotta do is finish the day at work, all I have to do is make it to 5 o'clock or whatever time you punch out, and then I'm gonna be happy. Well, then once I punch out of work and I go home or I get in my car, then there's something else that needs to be done, which prevents me from being so-called happy. And then once I finish that task, there's another thing. And it goes on and on and on. So what we do to ourselves is we constantly feel like in the future happiness is going to come. And constantly in the present moment, we sacrifice that happiness. We say it's okay that we're happy right now. We can't achieve happiness right this moment, but in the future we will be able to. So we're going to endure until that future happiness comes. And we're okay with this. And that's how we live our lives. And so everything we do in this fashion. You can wash the dishes and be in perfect happiness as you're washing the dishes. If you're washing the dishes and you're perfectly present in that moment and you're not thinking about anything else, thinking about anything to worry about, having anxiety about stuff that you have to do, regretting something that happened, or trying to think a happy thought, trying to rehash happy events that occurred. If you're just washing those dishes and not doing any of that, then you're going to be happy. If you're not thinking, oh, I have to hurry up so I can finish this thing because then the work is going to be finished and everything's going to be good. If you're not thinking thoughts about that or related to that, then you're going to be happy as you're washing the dishes. Or if you're driving and you're stuck in traffic, or if you're waiting at a line at the bank or at the grocery store or wherever. You can be happy at any present moment. And that's actually the only time you can be happy. Because what is the future? The future is really, essentially it's non-existent in the sense that when the future comes, it's going to be a present moment. So you always can only be happy in the present moment. So you might as well do it. And the way to do that is to not think that happiness is going to come some other time, or to not think thoughts about anything really, being present in the moment is how to be happy in the moment. And being present in the moment means not thinking, not worrying, not fearing, not having anxiety, not rehashing events that happen, not feeling regret for things that happen. Not thinking is how to be happy. And yes, you do have to think about certain things, but it's really the not connecting to thought. So when you have a thought, when it arises in your head, and you don't connect to it and keep like replaying the thought over, that is how you be happy. So when you're washing the dishes and a thought comes in your mind, I'm not going to say that you have to stop that thought before it happens. Like if you're washing the dishes and a thought about something that happened earlier in the day arises, you can't prevent it from happening. That thought is going to arise. If your brain wants it to, it's going to arise. But what you can do is you can let it go right away. You can realize that thought in your mind as it arises is only a thought, and you can let it go. So that's what you can do to be happy in the present moment. And you can do that at any present moment.